Hey, how's it going, guys? Back with another quick video for you this week. Don't have a lot going on, but I wanted to show you a tool that you can utilize while working on your cars, which would be this obd2 scan tool. If your car is a 1996 or newer, it will be obd2. So if you ever have a check engine light, or on some of your more modern cars, I think from 2005 and up, you can reset your oil light for if you need to reset it. You can also reset ABS sensors. You can reset a lot of stuff. You can do a lot of testing with stuff. So what I thought I would do is I would bring mine out and we would hook it to my wife's car and we would just kind of play around with it a little bit, kind of show you what they can do, what they can't do. Each one will be different depending on what level you go with. They have super basic ones that will just simply tell you if you need to, it'll give you like a cheap generic code basically that will tell you if your car's misfiring or what a small mechanical issue will be with your vehicle. Then you have some more advanced ones like this. This is kind of a moderate level, somewhere in the middle. You can test things with this. You can turn sensors off, a lot of stuff. So I thought we would just maybe play with it a little bit, kind of show you what it does, what it doesn't do. On the back of every box, see if I can get this right here, it will tell you all the way across what each feature that it is capable of, what it's not capable of. So in my case, I have the ZR8S, which would be this one here. So it'll tell you what all it cannot do, all the way down the box. And then you go up to a more moderate level like the ZR11S that does quite a bit more than mine. Then the ZR13S, which does just about the same as the ZR11S. And then you have the ZR15S that does basically everything. These are the ones that they offer at Harbor Freight, which is where I got this one from. So yeah. And what it comes with a basic owner's manual. Kind of gives you a rundown of what each button does, what each feature is. Turn this up the right way here. So yeah. And then of course your scan tool. It also comes with a little bitty cord here that will plug in to the scan tool, but also has this feature so that you can plug it into a computer so you can do software updates, things of that nature. And like with this one here, you can actually do system software updates so that you can get a more up-to-date, make sure that you're up-to-date on everything. So if you see this plug here, this is what is considered obd2 plug-in. It will usually be somewhere underneath the driver's side dash. So you just kind of have to, you can either get down there or feel around for it. I don't have good lighting in here at the moment. Sometimes there will be like a little cubby that it slides into. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see, I got my handy dandy headlamp on. Okay, so in this case, I think it's in here. Nope, I was wrong. I did find it though. It's right beside it. Mine is tucked up right there. So it will only plug in one way. So we'll plug that in. Get back in here. And then when running these, depending on what feature you're running, most typically. See if I can get this to come on there. So like with this one right now, it's telling me no powertrain DTCs, which DTCs is diagnostic trouble codes or freeze frame data is presently stored in the vehicle's computer. So that means right now I have nothing going on in this particular car. So turn this light down just a little bit so that you can kind of, there we go. Turn these off for now. I don't think we'll need them. Try to keep it, try to keep it where you guys can see it. So you'll notice there's a live data, there's a menu, there's a link, there's a scroll up, a scroll down, a back. If you do have a trouble code that you want to erase, you can do that. You can do system status, and you can do diagnostic codes freeze frame. So you'll want to do this with your ignition on but power off. So like right now my car is running. You can do this on some vehicles like this. I've done it multiple times. So let's see, let's turn this overhead light back on, turn this headlamp off. So right now I keep turning the wrong, oh no, I got the right side on. Okay. Let's do menu. So we're gonna click that, and this is what it'll come up with. And then you have your up and down arrows here, which you can use to go through each highlighted section. So system test, vehicle information, you can do a battery and alternator test, drive cycle procedures, and service reset. So service reset would be like for oil changes. You can continue to scroll down. It says firmware version, tool library, which is if you have any side apps stored into your diagnostic scan tool, tool settings. That's so you can set it up to your particular needs. Mine is just set it stationary. So right now I'll go into system test. So to do that, once you select or highlight a box, you just hit the center button here. That will take you into it. OBD monitors test. You can do evap test, which is your evaporative emission systems, which, to be honest, if you don't live in the state of California, it's usually irrelevant anyway. I live here in Kentucky. We don't do emissions test. We don't have to get our cars certified for that. And IM monitors test, I'm not 100% sure on. And then of course you can go back. So for now, we're gonna go back. You can click on vehicle information. It'll give you your vehicle ID for this particular car, available modules, and IPT, which I'm not sure, so let's click on it. And it'll kind of look like this. And then also to go back, we can just scroll through the menu. That'll kind of go through all this. And so if you want to go back on this particular, we're gonna go hit the M, which would be menu. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna scroll down. Let's go to the main menu again. System services. So that would be like ABS. If I want to reset my ABS, I can. So it pops up 2008 Nissan Altima L4, 2.5 liter. Is this your vehicle? We know it is. So we're gonna hit the center button. Nissan ABS, right now it's currently testing it. No ABS Diagnostic trouble codes are presently stored in the vehicle system. So we know we have no issues, which if you've seen one of my last videos, I did have to replace an ABS sensor on this car. So we're gonna go back to our main menu. Let's do a live data. So it says right here, does not support ABS live data. So menu. Let's go to link, which will relink it if you do lose connection. Let's do live data. Let's do system services. We're gonna go into obd2. And that will tell us that there is nothing present on this car, which is good. And then of course, if you did have anything, you could just go down here. See if I can get that to light up again. There we go. You can just hit erase. You can do freeze frame. Some of these features may not be optional on certain vehicles. So like I could hit live data on some cars and it will allow me to go through and test some things. The only thing I can apparently test on this one is the ABS sensor, or like my 97 Corolla, I can plug this into there and I can play with different things and test different things. Let's go to menu, system test. So we're going to go to menu. We're going to do a system test. We can do an evap test, or we can do a monitors test. We're going to do a monitors test. Since we're just going to do this drive cycle. So that says misfire monitor disabled, fuel system monitor disabled, comprehensive. Not sure what that is, but we know that's enabled. So we'll go back to this. We'll go up since it was cleared, which it has not been cleared in a long time. Misfire monitors complete, fuel system monitors complete, oxygen sensor monitor is complete, comprehensive monitor or component is complete, oxygen sensor heater misfire is complete, catalyst monitor is complete, and evap monitor is complete. And then that'll take us back. So we'll go back to the main menu, back. I don't know why I keep blurring out like this. It's kind of frustrating. So let's do an OBD monitors test. I don't remember what it does. You can see that top left corner was flashing. So this basically just tells you the different options. So the exhaust gas sensor monitor, sensor 1, bank 1, sensor 1, which would be your very first O2 sensor closest to your manifold. So gas sensor monitor, bank 1, sensor 1 would be your downstream. They call them upstream and downstream. Upstream is going to be closest to your manifold. Downstream is going to be further down and closer to the catalytic converter, depending on how many you have. Purge flow, system monitor. So we're just gonna hit the menu button to go back. Let's do a battery test on this. See what the battery says. The vehicle must be prepared for battery test. Vehicle is not moving. The transmission must be in park or neutral position. Ensure parking brake is on. Visual inspection of battery if damage or corroded, replace. For batteries which are not sealed, make sure water level in each cell above the plates. So it just kind of goes over some information with you. We're going to hit that. turn engine off key on. So I'm just going to turn the car off, and then it tells you turn headlights on. Then you'll hit, if I can get it to light up again, the center button here, and it's going to say for 20 seconds. It'll do a countdown. Turn headlights off. We're going to hit that continue button within 30 seconds. Okay, so it wants us to start engine. So now we're going to start the engine. And then it basically just says that the system is good. So now we can go back to our main menu. And you can do that. You can go through this whole thing. We can even go back on here and see, do an alternator test. We'll do it real fast. Engine needs to be running at normal temperatures to begin this test. Start the engine, turn headlights on. Do not perform this test on smart alternators, hybrid or electric vehicles. So we're going to hit continue because we know we're fine. And then it's going to tell you to increase your RPMs to 2000 RPM. So I'm going to do that now. You want to try to stay within that level there if possible. And it tells you it's within charging specifications. So we know it's good. We're charging at 13.82 volts. So I think that's all that I can pretty much do on this vehicle, but I hope that gives you a pretty good understanding of how scan tools can kind of help you out when diagnosing vehicles. Very, very handy. And I know I didn't mention it. It actually has 3 LEDs right here. A green, which means you're good. Yellow, which means you may have a moderate issue. Basically, if your car was, if you're in a modern car, it would be considered like a limp mode. So it's not fully enabled your vehicle, but you need to get it to a shop. And then red, you're way past the point. Whatever has messed up has fully messed up at that point, and will have to be serviced immediately. And then, like I said, of course, you can, it has a menu with it, so you can read it. This is also, I don't know if I can pick that up or not. Right there, it shows a little Bluetooth icon. This also has a Wi-Fi feature, which I've never used. The Bluetooth feature is actually so that there's an app for my particular one where I can link it to my phone, and it will not only tell me the problem, but it will send me to like a separate site to be able to tell me, okay, if I needed spark plugs, it'll tell me how much they are, who has them, things of that nature. I know this wasn't the most eventful video, unlike some of mine, but at least it gives you an opportunity to kind of see what you can or can't do to a certain degree with a scan tool of your own. And like I said, these come in various categories, from super basic that you can get at local parts houses for about 20 bucks, all the way to ones that you can get from, like this one here. I think I paid right around, I want to say about, I think I paid around $60 for this one. Harbor Freight, where I got this one, usually has pretty good sales on pretty much everything in their store, especially around Black Fridays, or Cyber Mondays, you can get stuff pretty good. Or if you're an actual member, you get a pretty good discount there as well. So yeah, if you need a good scan tool, they offer basically all the way from basic, which I think their basic is maybe 15 or 20 bucks, upwards of a couple $100. So you could check them out. You can also check out Amazon, or you could check out any auto parts store. They'll all have them as well. But yeah, I hope this gave you a little bit of at least a little bit of information on scan tools, and kind of see what you can and can't do with them. And like I said, I'm kind of a moderate level, so the more you spend, the more options you get, the more stuff you can kind of play with. I hope this video was intuitive. I hope you learned something from it. Maybe you got some information, or maybe if anything, it kind of tells you where you might be able to get one without breaking the bank. If this did help you, please like, share, hit that like button, share it so other people can see it. It also helps the channel a lot if you like my videos. Helps me stay motivated to keep doing videos and finding more things that I feel might be helpful to you, whether it's for your own personal vehicles, or if it's for doing side jobs for people, or if you're just helping out a family member who doesn't want to break the bank on going to a service shop or a repair shop to have their car scanned. And if you don't feel like it's something that you need, always remember, you can always go to any local parts store. They keep these things on hand for their own personal use, so that when you come into the store with your check engine light on, it'll at least tell you what the check engine light's on for. But theirs are usually going to be limited to that. They're not going to be able to clear codes for you. They're not going to reset anything for you. They're not going to do all this other stuff. Where if you have it and you have that annoying check engine light that comes on for whatever reason, you can clear it yourself. If anything, at least for a little while. I think it's worth the investment, especially if you're going to be doing this, if you're a DIYer who works on your vehicles yourself, or if you're just doing side work, getting your little side hustle on. But yeah, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.